Today I flubbed up by not putting all of my iMessage conversations on Do Not Disturb. I take an online class where even the tests are online. The way they prevent cheating is by using this app called ProctorTrack to be able to monitor you while you take the test. If you've never heard of it, this app basically records you through your webcam, records you and your surroundings through your microphone, and screen records your actual screen. The app makes you close down all other applications and blocks you from being able to exit the testing screen. If you do anything out of the ordinary, the app marks your test and the professor then has to go watch the recording of your test to either confirm or deny you cheating. So the deadline for this test was that you had to start the test before 11:50 the night it's due, last night. I started my test around 10:30, and the test was 2 hours long, meaning I would be done by 12:30 a.m. Now, I have a MacBook and on my laptop there is a Do Not Disturb option, just like on iPhones. However, this part is very important. Pay attention. Do Not Disturb turns off after 12 a.m., test ends at 12:30, D&D turns off at 12. Now, me being the intellectual scholar I am, didn't even think of this issue. I was happily taking my test, taking my time on the questions. Everyone else was asleep so there was no noise. A perfect testing environment, right? No. 30 minutes before my testing time cuts off, I was beginning to stress because I had a few long problems left that I didn't know how to do. All of a sudden, in the middle of my stress, I start getting hundreds, and when I say hundreds I really mean it, of text notifications all from a group message. All I can do is swipe away the notification, which barely helps since they're coming in so fast. I can't put my computer back on D&D, it's blocked. I can't turn off the sound, it's blocked. I can't do anything. Also let it be known that these texts were not innocent in the slightest. Every other one had flub somewhere in it. My friends were making sexual jokes, sending not school-appropriate memes. The whole nine. All of which could be read by my professor who is going to have to watch back my test footage. I have about 15 minutes left and this point, still stuck on the 2 questions. In the middle of this frantic mess the only thing I could think of was to secretly go on my phone and leave the group message. Without moving my head or making any noise I take my phone and prop it up on my laptop screen. I do this so that if I'm looking at my phone or touching it, in the recording it'll just seem like I was reading something off my laptop or using my finger to trace the words on the screen. I successfully leave the group message and put my phone aside without, hopefully, causing any issues. I get about 4 minutes of peace when someone in the group decides to add me back. The notifications start coming back in, I'm extremely distracted, no time left on the test, teacher can see all of my texts. Eventually all of my time runs out, I don't finish the 2 problems, and ProctorTrack turns off. First thing I did was write a long, heartfelt email to my professor as to why my test got marked and how I messed up by not putting my actual iMessage conversations on Do Not Disturb, and that I swear I was not cheating. Professor still hasn't replied, so great. BTW I checked how many notifications I got during the test. 354. 354 text messages. In a span of 30 minutes. TLDR, my online test was monitored by an app. Put my laptop on Do Not Disturb so I wouldn't get any notifications during test. D&D turned off in the middle of the test, started getting a bunch of notifications of very vulgar texts which was all screen recorded by said app. Tried to leave the conversation, didn't work. In the end I didn't get to finish my test and had to email my professor explaining what just happened.